Hi and welcome back to my Japan-themed bullet journal. I'm painting the cover for the month August here. For July I had painted something green that felt like summer to me, and I wanted to continue with this theme for August as well. In this case I chose a reference image from our road trip in Kyushu in 2023. I combined two reference images from Usuki, where you can find stone Buddhas. They are pretty much located in the middle of nowhere and you're not going to get there without a car, but it is so worth it to make the trip. When we went there, everything looked really beautiful and the atmosphere of this place was really nice. I tried to capture the sense or the feeling of this place in my little cover for August. For the foreground, I took this stone gate, the stone torii, and the really dark trees and bushes of my first reference image, and I contrasted them with the very bright green, very fresh looking fields and mountain range of my second reference photo. I did simplify the houses that I could see in the distance quite a lot though, because I wasn't really sure how to paint all of them, but I also didn't want them to become a focus of this painting. I love the contrast between the very dark foreground and the bright background. As with my previous covers, I decided to outline this one because it works better on this paper. And then I used my Gansai Tambi Japanese watercolors. These are very opaque and I only have one set called the Art Nouveau set. And it worked for almost everything except I really needed a black and I couldn't quite mix what I was looking for with this set. So I used Daniel Smith's Bloodstone Genuine, I think, which is a brownish black that granulates really heavily. And that worked perfectly for the darker areas and gave this very weathered and worn look to the stone gate and the stone lanterns in the foreground. This painting didn't take too long. I think I have almost 2 hours of footage, but I really didn't have time in July to prepare this cover for August, and for a while I actually considered not finishing it, because that is one of the benefits of doing a dedicated cover. If I don't finish it in time, or if I don't finish it at all, I can still use the other pages. Except, of course, if I want to make a video out of this and show you my bullet journal before I fill in any kind of information. And in that case, I just need to power through and make sure I can finish it in time. So yeah, we've had very little time, especially for art. A lot of that is because our daughter sleeps in the living room next to my art table, basically. And that is why I cannot make art while she is awake, and I cannot make art while she is asleep. I can only make art if my husband is around to give me a break. And we haven't had the time for this because we are renovating a home and we will be moving soon. And thankfully then my daughter will get her own room and then I should be able to make art again. I'm not getting my own art studio, but I will get a bigger corner of the living room this time around. So I just need to hang in there a little bit longer and then I hope I will have a bit more time or opportunity for art again. But for now, this is my last piece of art before I'm packing up all of my supplies and getting ready to move. By the way, if you want to try your hands at painting this scene as well, then you can go ahead. I've uploaded my photos from this vacation to Unsplash, which is a website I also use for reference images for my own art, and I wanted to give a little back, and I've been uploading my vacation photos to this website. So if you want to paint this scene or photos from this area, then go ahead. And I'd love to see what you've done. I will put a link to both of the reference images that I used in the description. My acrylic paint pen didn't want to write on the slightly damp paper, but look at how opaque my Gansai Tambi paints are. Almost makes me forget at how bad I was at spacing this on the page. Since I used a lot of water, the pages actually warped a lot, even though this is watercolor paper. For my weekly spreads, I just went with the same design for every week. I think I used this one in February before and I really liked it, and I just used new colors every page. Nothing fancy, just needed to get this done so that I could fill it in. And that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you again when it's time for September's cover. Thank you for watching. Bye!